What's up, YouTube? How you guys today? Today I wanted to talk about staying calm and not panicking when others are losing their mind. So, before I get into this video, I wanted to thank you guys for the views on the last video. Y'all really rocked with that video about Bitcoin. And this topic kind of ties into the state of crypto and Bitcoin and even stocks in general right now. I know a couple of my stock picks are down significantly right now. So let's get into it. I think about life a lot of times is like an ocean, right? So waves constantly coming at you. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's not. And sometimes there's a riptide, right, that is just pulling you out to sea. And that panic can kill you and kill everyone involved, right? It can really make the situation significantly worse. So that directly applies to life. So you cannot panic, right? Especially in times right now where people are just losing their minds, especially about like I said, Bitcoin. I see a lot of people losing their minds who was not long ago just like super convicted or convinced. So, and now they've just lost all conviction and they're just doomers, man. They think the shit's gonna crash. They think this, they think that, but you was never meant to get into investing, or especially Bitcoin, as volatile as it is, if you were going to panic at a slight, decline, because that's the nature of Bitcoin. And stocks in general, it's not meant for a lot of people to get into because of that fact. People just lose their minds every time they start to see a decline, and it's understandable. Like, nobody likes to see their money, decrease, but you've just got to look at the long game. And you've got to understand that history repeats itself. So you've got to, in these times, you've got to go on your chart and you've got to zoom all the way out, and you have to look at the upward trend it's been on regardless of the dips. You know what I'm saying? And even with the S&P 500, it's been on an upward trend like crazy. You get what I mean? Like, so you can't think too shallow and too small in the moment. You have to be aware that this is part of what comes with it, and this is how people get rich. Okay, this is how gains are made. They don't come from buying at the top. Okay, that's just like number one rule. You don't buy at the top, you buy at the bottom, and you sell high. So, but I would say in these times, don't panic. Take a breath. Find out what you can do in this time to make profit off this, off this time, because these times don't come around too often where it does dip, but not very often, and a lot of people don't want to buy until it peaks, and like that's totally the wrong move. So, by the way, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing with my money, and how I think you could take advantage of this current climate we're in as far as the economy and whatnot. So, but yeah, don't panic, man. Keep your head on straight. Stay level-headed and make money moves, man. Make moves that'll benefit you long in the future. That's another thing. You have to think far in the future. Don't think just right now. Really, my approach right now is putting in money, small money, just buying as it goes down. I've dollar cost averaged for a long time anyway, but right now I'm a little more aggressive with it. I'm buying quite a bit more Bitcoin and stocks, but mainly Bitcoin and Solana right now. So, I'm putting in a lot more, and I'm not even I'm not even looking at it. I know it'll grow. But you've got to have that conviction if you're even going to step in this game, because it can get very volatile, as we've seen. So that's all I'm going to say in this video. Don't panic. Keep your head on straight. Things will get better. Don't be one of those guys jumping off buildings or doing any bullshit like that if you're seeing a significant dip in your gains. So remember, you don't lose until you sell. So, all right, brother. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Thank you for watching. Let me hear from you in your comments and your thoughts on this topic. So, peace.